Ho, ho, ho! Hello, kids! Today we're going to be reading Honey Biscuits by Meredith Hooper and Alison Bartlett. Honey Biscuits. Ben was cooking with his gran. "What shall we make?" he asked Ben. "Honey biscuits," said Gran. "What do we need?" asked Ben. "We need," said Gran, "a cow in a field eating fresh green grass, munch, dribble, munch all day long." "A cow," said Ben, "and grass for honey biscuits?" "Oh yes," said Gran. "The cow turns the grass into creamy milk. Shake the milk round and it turns into smooth yellow butter. And 120 grams of smooth yellow butter is exactly what we need. And now we need sugar cane, growing thick and tall in the warm, moist earth, till it's way, way above your head and as thick as your wrist. Then it's crushed and cleaned and boiled until it turns into shiny little grains of white sugar. And 120 grams of shiny white sugar, said Gran, is exactly what we need. Mix the butter and sugar together in a bowl until they are smooth, said Gran. The butter mustn't be too hard. It should be nice and soft. "What do we need now?" asked Ben. 1,000 buzzing bees, said Gran, working all day, sucking sweet nectar from flowers, then flying back to their hives and packing the nectar into little waxy cells where it changes into runny honey. And 1 large tablespoonful of runny honey, said Gran, is exactly what we need. And now we need a clucky hen, scratching around all day, pecking up seeds and worms and tiny grubs. She eats 2 handfuls of wheat, some scraps from the kitchen, and a spoonful of special food. Then, every morning she lays an egg. "But we don't need all of the egg," said Gran. "We just need the yellow part, the yolk." "Put the runny honey into the bowl with the butter and sugar and beat it in," said Gran. "Now, here comes the tricky bit, separating the yellow yolk from the clear part. The white isn't easy. You just have to learn by doing it." "Put the egg yolk into the mixture," said Gran, "and beat it in." "Now what do we need?" asked Ben. "Some dried bark," said Gran, "from a far-away tree." "Bark," said Ben. "I don't want to eat bark. It's called cinnamon, and cinnamon's a spice," said Gran. "Honey and spice make something nice. Wait and see." "The bark is ground up into brown powder, and that's exactly what we need," said Gran. "A level teaspoonful of powdery brown cinnamon. And now we need a field of golden wheat, with ears full of seeds ripening in the sun. Grind up the seeds and you get soft white flour." "And 180 grams of soft white flour," said Gran, "is exactly what we need." "Put the cinnamon into the mixture," said Gran, "then add the flour bit by bit. But don't beat it for too long. Now we've made a stiff dough. Here comes the good part. Ready? Take a small piece of dough, roll it quickly in your hands, and make a little ball. Roll the ball in some shiny white sugar and cinnamon, then put it on the baking tray. You've got to give each little ball a bit of space, said Gran. Why? asked Ben. Wait and see, said Gran. Remember, the oven mustn't be too hot or too cool. It has to be just right to cook honey biscuits. Gran pulled on the oven gloves and put the tray of little balls in the oven. Soon, a wonderful cooking smell filled the kitchen. Let's have a peep, said Gran. We need to see how our honey biscuits are getting on. The little balls had disappeared. They had turned into round, flat, golden brown biscuits. Gran put on her oven gloves and took the hot tray out of the oven. Let the honey biscuits cool just for a minute or two, said Gran. My honey biscuits, said Ben, have needed a cow, 1,000 bees and a hen, a field of sugar cane, a field of wheat and part of a tree. And we've needed the help of fresh green grass and bright coloured flowers, said Gran. And we've needed the good earth, the warm sun and the rain. But Ben couldn't say anything. His mouth was too full of lovely, warm honey biscuit. The end. I love honey biscuits. How about you? I hope you have a Merry Christmas and enjoy spending time with your family. I am about to go now because I have lots of work to do this time of year. Thanks very much. See you, kids.